Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. In today's video I want to quickly do a recap of the strategy I posted in my last two videos. The last two videos I posted, like second to the last video I posted, I talked about a strategy which has to do with just the daily time frame and the 15 minutes time frame. And I explained that in that strategy, in the video I explained that we only look out for the current day's candlestick, like this particular candlestick here on the daily time frame, this the current day's candlestick, and also the previous 2 days candlestick. That is this current candlestick, and this particular one is the previous 2 days candlesticks. And what do we look out for? We want to see that the current day's candlestick has broken the low of, or has gotten to the low of the previous day's candlestick. For this is for crash. But if it is boom, or if the market wants to buy, we'll look out for the high. We'll look out for the high. But for this one now, we're looking at this low at this point. So what we need to do is to put the horizontal line right here at the tip of that wick that indicates the low of the previous 2 days candlestick. So we put a horizontal line right there. Then we go down to a lower time frame to see what happens when the current day's candlestick breaks through this low. If it breaks through this low and breaks through this line and comes back to retest, giving us a confirmation that it's going to sell, so we will sell. If it does not give us a confirmation, then we'll leave it. So let's go down to the daily time, the 15 minutes time frame, to see what actually happened there. All right, so you can see on the 15 minutes time frame, look at it right here. You can see that the market, one moment, you can see that the market broke through this line, this horizontal line. On breaking out, it came back. When it came back, you can see that it did not give a confirmation it's going to sell. There was no confirmation that it was going to sell. So all it did was to continue going up. It continued buying to the upside. One moment, please. So sorry for that. So you can see this is the new days. Let me just use this crosshair tool to show you something. You can see that that previous 2 days candlestick, this is where it closed. It closed here. You can see, look at the time down there, it is 0000. That was midnight. Then the new days candlestick started and got to this same line and did not give a confirmation it was going to sell. So it continued buying and broke through this zone, this horizontal line. You see, on breaking out of this line, the only thing it did was to try to do a kind of a retest around this level, and you see it continued buying its way up. So if you try to, like, if you were expecting it to if you wanted actually to catch spikes, you say that there's no opportunity to catch spikes here, except that it has broken out of this this level and came up here and still came back to retest this level with this confirmation. Then you could have entered to make a buy. The target would be this particular high here. If you enter to make a buy here, the target will be this particular high here. You can see. So that's how the strategy works. You want to see the current day's candlestick break through the previous 2 days low. After it broke out of the previous 2 days low, you want to see it come back to retest. You want to see it come back to react with the previous 2 days low. After it comes back to real, you want to see a confirmation that the market is going to buy or sell. If it indicates that it's going to buy or sell, then you buy or you sell, depending on what the market tells you guys. All right, so we can also do this on the yesterday's candlestick. Let's consider yesterday's daily candlestick. Daily candlestick. Let's look at it. All right, right here you can see this is yesterday's daily candlestick. It was actually bearish. Let me zoom in. You can see it was actually bearish, and this is the wick. This is the wick of the previous 2 days. From here, this is what we are considering. So this is the low of the previous 2 days candlestick. So now what do? We have to move this particular line to where we have that low, and this is it. We put it right there. On putting it right there, the next thing we would want to do is to wait for this current candlestick to come down and break below this level. On getting to this level, if it gives us a reaction, it's going to buy, because it might come here and still decide to buy. to buy again. But although from the previous day's candlestick, which is this one, there's a very high chance that it would want to sell, so we want to see it break through this line, come back to retest this line on the 15 minutes time frame, then we ride with it for the sales. All right, so we have to go to the 15 minutes time frame. At this point, we go to the 15 minutes time frame to see where the breakout and retest occurred. Meanwhile, I think I should go to one moment, guys. Let me go to a lower. Let me go back to that so that I can mark out the exact spot where it happened. Let me go to the daily time frame. Let me go to the daily time frame. Where is it? All right, so let me check the date. From the date, I will get it. Okay, that was on the 25th of February, while the line was put on the low of the candlestick that was formed on the 23rd. So this is 25th. This is 25th of February 2024. So let's go and look at where this line was broken and retested on the 24th. Sorry, on the 25th of February. On the 15 minutes time frame, let's go there. All right, 15 minutes time frame. We're looking for 25th of February when it happened. Okay, this 25th of February. This 25th of February. Okay. Okay, this 25th of February. Okay, see when 24th of February is okay. All right, so you can see when the 25th of February started. This is when it broke out. It came back to do a retest. This is it. This is the actual spot where it came back to do a retest. It did not get to that line. It did not actually get to that line. So you see it sold back. Then started moving like this. It gave this kind of impulsive move to the upside. These three candlesticks, these three bullish candlesticks gave an impulsive move. The market started correcting. With this kind of movement, you will know that the market is preparing to sell. You know that the market is preparing to sell. And on this line, for the fact that this line is a strong level here in the market, like I used to tell you, the low and the high of a candlestick on a higher time frame, like the daily time frame, is a strong resistance and support zone on a lower time frame. So for the fact that it is on this particular time this particular level, then we notice this kind of movement. So it signals a possible change in direction. And you see, when the market got to this place, this particular line at first, it gave this particular candlestick pattern here. Let me get the arrowed line. It gave this candlestick pattern here, then still went up, started selling back down, then gets with this. So if you notice this on time, you can easily apply this particular strategy. You mark out this, then put another one right here on top. Put another one right there on top. Then you wait for a breakout. Look at when the market broke out, it came back to retest this level. Where it has been selling previously, and you can see the sales to the downside. You can see, even if that it did not get to this particular price, but seeing this particular candlestick formations here, it's a very strong indication that the market will continue selling. Besides, it is coming from this particular zone. It's coming from this level. So there are so many things to consider most times, because the market must not always give you exactly what you want. That particular structure you want to see, you may not see it exactly the way you want. That particular formation you want to see or pattern, the market may not give you exactly the way you want to see it. But you need to use your experience to trade. Like now, normally I would want to wait for the market to get to where this level is, so that I will enter a trade, or this level is, before I will want to start catching the spikes. But if I start seeing this kind of candlestick formations, I will know the market might not possibly get back to this level. Like you can see after this one, in fact, this one alone, this particular indecision candlestick pattern indicates a reversal. So you see the next candlestick sold. Why? This is just part of the influence of this particular level here that we marked with the blue line. You can see, so the market sold down to this level. These are spikes, and you know how much you make if you able to catch these spikes. You can see the market got back to the same level and still reacted. This time around it broke through, it still came back to sell down up to this level. So guys, this strategy really works. You just need to get used to it. You just need to practice it. It works on all boom and crash pairs. This is the same level up to today. You can see it's giving us all these kind of rejections around here, indicating that the market might still want to sell to the downside. Then also you need to know that when you are analyzing the market, most times just zoom out completely. Try to look at if the market has formed a structure, if the market is in a particular structure or direction. Like now, I can see a trend, which also adds to the confluence. I can see a trend, something like this. So you can see this trend line here that confirmed this particular movement at this point. You can see when market got here. So sometimes you just need to zoom out completely. But when you zoom out, most times you just discover structures in the market. You can see joining these two lines, and the market got to this place. You can see that it gives you a confirmation that the market will want to sell. Because why I'm telling you this is, sometimes you would want to believe once market breaks out of this particular zone here, this particular blue line, if it comes back to retest, immediately the market is supposed to buy. But if you notice that there's another level here with this trend line, this is a resistive trend line, meaning that there's a kind of a counter trend at this point. This is a kind of a counter trend that for the market to continue buying, it has to break out of this trend, come back to react to it. It has to break out of this trend, come back to retest it before it will continue buying. So the market breaking out of this particular blue line alone is not enough. It has to break. So if it cannot break out of this particular blue line, and you can see the distance is too small compared to the distance that we have here, you can see the distance away from here to this trend line is large, but the space between this line here and here, it's very close. So there's a chance that the market can just come and hit here, then reverse. This is one problem so many people have. They say support and resistance do not work. All you need to do is, once you draw your horizontal line, check if there's a trend line that you can also join. It will give you an idea of where the market is going to, or if the market is going to continue, or what the market is supposed to do to make you to give you the confirmation that the market will continue buying. So you can see at this point, if we waited for the market to come here, like normally we will wait based on the strategy for the market to give us a confirmation, and it saw a little, then came back, broke through this line, then pulled back a little with these two red candlesticks. If you think the market, or okay, now if you see this bullish candlestick giving a kind of a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern here, and you will say it's almost on this blue line, which has turned to the support now, and then without knowledge of the fact that there is a resistive trend line just above it, if you go there to buy, you will end up catching spikes and you losing your count. If you want to say because you have a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, it means you can scalp now at this point, it won't work. You will end up losing money. You see, because see the spikes right from here down here. This is massive money, guys. So just take note of these things. This strategy really works. It works if you study it, guys. It works if you study it. All you need to do is always go to the daily time frame, mark out the low of the previous 2 days candlesticks, or the high, depending on the direction of the market. If the market is buying, you look for the high of the previous 2 days candlesticks, and you wait for the current days candlesticks to break above that high, come back to retest. If it comes back to retest with the confirmation that is going to continue buying, then you continue buying and target the nearest high. If it tells you it's going to sell, if the market is selling like on a lower time is the market is in a downtrend on, or wants to sell on a higher time frame, then you find a breakout on a lower time frame, then it comes back to retest it and confirms that it's going to sell, then you sell and target the next low, the next swing low. You see, so that's how these things work. And now you can also see that there's a chance we can join a trend line here. So with this, just learn to be joining, putting trend lines. You will easily know where you should target the market and where it will stop. I don't want to go far with this. I think the video is already long. For those that have joined my mentorship training, I will reveal some of these little secrets to you, because these things are little secrets. If they don't tell you, you will not know.
you will just believe support and resistance does not work. That strategy does not work, if you do not know what happens in the market. All right, so for those in my training, in my mentorship, you are lucky because I will try as much as I can to reveal these things to you. And it doesn't really depend on me. I used to tell everybody, if you're coming in for my mentorship, make sure you're ready, because when I teach, I'll just do the teaching. You are the one that is going to have to practice what I've taught you. And if you will not have enough time to be practicing these things, so that you will not claim that you paid money for a mentorship training, yet you were not taught and the money was wasted, you better not even try to pay at all, because I only like teaching people that are serious. You create time. If you have spent money for something, you need to create time to make use of you've spent money for. And that's what I believe. So if you will not be chanced, you are too busy with your jobs, and it will not give you enough time to join the trainings, the sessions, and also practice and send results and screenshots the way I would ask you to do. So it's better you just stay away. But if you know you want to learn, you want to go in for something reasonable that will change your life maybe this year, let me say this year, change your financial situation this year, then you better be serious. If you are yet to join that Telegram, or sorry, to join my mentorship, go to the link in the description of this video. Click on that link. You take you to my Telegram channel. From there, you'll find my direct contact. You contact me, then you'll be enrolled for a mentorship. You'll be enrolled, and there are so many benefits to my mentorship training. Like, I do not just trade alone to make money. I do not 90% of the money I make is from 99% I make of the money I make comes from the internet. But I do not only do trading. I do so many other legitimate online jobs and businesses that give me money on a regular. So it's an opportunity it is an advantage. It is a bonus if you join my mentorship, because I will reveal some of these companies that will pay you good money, between $500, $200, $1,000, $2,000 per month, depending on how much you work, because they pay per hour. So how much task you are going to deliver, you're going to do, because I mean, many of these things are very simple tasks. There are things you can do with just your mobile phone. You can do it anywhere. Even when you are in the transit, you can do it. You are in the toilet, as long as you're with your mobile phone and there is internet access, you can do many of these jobs. While some of them require laptops, but not majority of them do not require laptop. Simple jobs that you can always do anywhere, anytime, guys. So if you are interested, then make sure you click on that link and contact me directly. For the $10 weekly, for the 1 week training, I want to help some people. If you are still yet to join, the window is still the next few hours, because I will close it. Normally my mentorship is always $100, but because of the pleas and requests, I have decided to do a 1 week training just for $10. And you know what you're going to get. You are going to get massive value. Do not sleep over it. Just go ahead and take action now. You may not get this opportunity ever again. Honestly, I'm telling you this. So please like this video, share this video, and comment. Let other people see this video. Many people are looking for strategies like this that will help them grow their accounts. So till my next video, guys, peace out.